Good evening, everybody. Welcome to yet another episode of How I Made It, conducted by Robotics and Automation Society Student Branch Chapter of IEEE NSS College of Engineering. So here we are with an Yemen personality, Sir Don Paul, who is the founder of Decentox Technologies. He is here with his amazing projects, Advanced Rehabilitation Aids. Wow, I'm pretty sure that you guys are really gonna enjoy this. And guys, if you are up with such ideas or innovation, please don't forget to grab your opportunity to be a speaker of How I Made It. Feel free to contact us through the comment section of our YouTube sessions or through the feedback form which will be provided to you in the middle of the session or at the end of the session. Sir is here. He will introduce you to the project and he would also explain his experience in making his ideas a reality. And I would also like to add that please give your valuable feedback through the feedback form which will be provided to you soon. So it's time for us to start with our sessions. And once again, we welcome Sir Don Paul to our sessions of How I Made It. Sir, please.
Hi all. Hi Aparna. Hi Sneha. Hi all. Thanks for inviting me for the program. As said earlier, my name is Don. I graduated from Government Engineering College, Thrissur in 2016. I did production engineering here. And after that, I started a company named Decentox Technologies. Actually, we are making advanced rehabilitation equipment. So I would like to share about my story. How we started with our first project when we were in college, and after that, how we made that. Some of you might have seen the movie Q. So we gave the wheelchair, the say climbing wheelchair for the movie, and we developed some other products for many differently able people and all. So I would like to share you all our details with you. So for the beginning, actually, everything started in 2000. Everything started in 2015. So when I was in my third year, I'm sorry for that. Everything started in 2015 when I was studying my BTech in here in Thrissur Engineering College. So we had a visit in Alpha Pain and Palliative Clinic Thrissur on behalf of our innovation center here. So on that day, a mother of a child affected by cerebral palsy asked whether we could help her to make a child stand and actually, the child was always lying down by birth. He was suffering from cerebral palsy. He haven't even walked once in his life. So me, along with seven of my friends, developed a product. We named it Easy Mover. Actually, it was a walking aid for cerebral palsy affected children. And actually, with that product, we took almost around 1 to 2 months to develop that product, and that was the beginning. And actually, that made that child that helped the child to walk. So after, as I told earlier, I was studying in my for my BTech at that time. So we gave that product to Alpha Pain and Palliative after that on behalf of our innovation center here. So and after that, we made some more products for differently able people and for some more similar products for children with cerebral palsy, and we donated it to some pain and palliatives here in Thrissur. And everything was done as like a project, and it was not with a commercial aspect or something like that. So we just wanted to help that children. Actually, this is a product, and as you see that it's a simple basic product. It's a simple walking aid. The child can be strapped onto the chest of the child can be strapped onto the seat, and that there is a suspension here in that product. So and there is a forballing in that product. So when the when the child is fixed on the seat, the partial weight will be transferred to the device and the partial weight will be on his legs. So after that, so when we push that device forward, so the child will learn to step initially, and also us they won't be able to support their own weight in that initial stages. So they will be as the partial weight is transferred to the legs to the device, so they will be able to uh, use it properly. So after that, we got some covering in the some newspapers here. This was a first report in a newspaper. And actually, after that, after all these, we in the for when we were studying for the final year, I started when we were studying in the final year. We started something else actually for the we there was a requirement for a bed with it was a requirement for a bed with toilet and mobility support. Actually, it was a wheelchair bed, and we developed that product, and we presented for Yuva Mastermind and all. And after that, we went out when we went outside after the college days. We moved to different paths. Actually, I was preparing for civil service at that time, and during that time, one of my friend got into an accident. Actually, he was one of our teammates initially. He fell into with a car accident. He was paralyzed on one side, so he couldn't move or he couldn't sense anything on the right side. So with that accident, we understood while we were taking we with him in the hospital and all, we understood that there aren't enough medical devices or support assistive devices in Kerala. So some of my friends, we all joined together, including him. We all joined together to develop some products and give it to the needy people. So that was the beginning, and then we started the company. Then we named the company as Decent Docs Technologies. It was actually incubated in Ghana Engineering College, Thrissur initially, and after that we got incubated in Maker Village, and we got support by Kerala Startup Mission. So in our early stage, another thing is that uh, one day after we started the company, once I got a call from someone who was asking for a meeting. Actually, when asked his whereabouts, he told that he was he was a director of the film. So at that time, I was thinking that it might have been some of my friends or something. So after that, many so yeah, actually after that, when we met with them, actually it was one. He was also he was there were a young team of filmmakers and all. Actually, that was the director of the movie Cute. His name was Dijo, and that was his first film in that. And most of the so we he wanted us to make a stair climbing wheelchair for him. So in that time, we made that for him, and yeah, that the some might have seen that movie. So we made that product for the film, and after that, yeah, and after that, we continue with the product. Actually, our first revenue came from the film. That was our first earning for the company. And after that, we moved forward with the products, and we represented in Indian International Trade Fair. We represented our Kerala State Industries Department in the International Trade Fair in 2017. We were invited by Industries Department at that time for represent. It was held in Delhi, so that was a great experience for our part. And at that time, yeah, and we after that these are some snaps from there. We were presenting it to some ministers and all at that time. So after that, we got an award facilitate. We got a facilitation award from MSME at that time, and after that, we got funded by Kerala Startup Mission. And another important thing about us, and the important point in our journey is the Steam Fabric. Actually, it was an open source program conducted by French Embassy, and many innovators from many countries joined together to develop some open source innovation, mechanical fabrication type innovations for differently able people. So at that time, we developed a e-troti. It was actually a conversion kit for electric wheel for normal wheelchairs to electric wheelchair conversion kit. So and we developed that product. These are some snaps from the program. And it was we Autodesk and all French embassy were partners in that program. So and after that, we got invitation to meet the French president. So after that, we got some uh, interaction with prime minister with this for the startup mission beneficiaries, and also we after that presented at Kerala Design Summit, and we were also presented at Heart Tech Kochi. We were got invitation from there. We were covered in US Story, Channel IM and all. And the next thing was the product donation program by District Police Association at Malappuram. So and after that, we got opportunity to test our product and check our product with Health Minister Srimati Teacher. And after that, we were sponsored for an expo and all. So this was the minister trying out a product, and it was a standing wheelchair. This is Honorable Minister V. Sunil Kumar also tried out that product at that time. So So after that, we represented in Taikon Kerala 2019, and also we were covered by Asianet News at that time, and we were covered by other media also at that time. So we had some opportunity to meet with the union ministers and also Dubai Healthcare Association and also all that. I named recently last week, last month, Radio Mango covered us for the Engineers Day and all. So basically speaking, when we go back to the basics, actually, what we remember the most is are our initial products. Actually, the ones that we did while we were in college. So that was the beginning. You are all budding engineers. You are all aspirants. You all like to develop something. So I would like to share you more about that. Actually, for our first product, for everything, the beginning is a beginning. Actually, so we started with basic knowledge. We were not experts in anything. We never knew anything and what to do. We never knew how to develop a product when we started. Actually, at that time, there was a requirement, and we tried to solve that problem. So, as engineers, as innovators, I would like everybody to seek and find out the requirements. The world is full of problems. So, we engineers are the ones who should develop solutions for that problems. We are the ones who should find out the best solution. We should empower the society ourselves. So in that, so initial times you might take while you are in college, you might take the help of your alumni network or your friends or your teachers or your everyone. So that's okay at that time. Actually, you can even while we were developing our initial product, we were referring to the net for similar products, competitive products, and all when we were students. So at that time, actually, when you are a student, when you are a student, so I would like to tell you that when you are a student, it's okay for you to make some mistake. It's okay that you make some problem. It's okay that you make some design faults or something. Everything is acceptable. So after if any of you want to start a company or something, you might not be able to sustain. You might not be able to grow if you make a mistake after your studies. But when you are young or when you are students, if you are, there will be mistakes at it, or any times there will be mistakes. There will be issues. But when you are students, it'll be better that you can make mistakes at that time. That's acceptable at that time. So uh, we can learn from our mistakes or we can learn from others' mistakes. So start from the scratch, refer everything. So that is what I have to say. That's a core thing that I have to say to you all. Uh, so do you have anything to ask right now, or shall we continue? Okay, I think there's nothing. Okay. So with the another thing I would like to tell you is about the confidence. So when we were, the first thing is that you must be honest to your clients or the one who are asking you the requirement. So there might be some situation in which you might not know something. So you have to acknowledge it yourself. But you have to find a solution. You have to find a way to overcome that problem that you have, so that you can do it in a better way. You can do it in a better way. And then you can also ask about the uh, things also. And also now, for those who are planning to start a company or startup or something, you can after you it's okay to make any mistake at that time. As I have told earlier, it's okay to make any mistake when you're a student. So it will be better if you are trying to start when you're in college itself. That's because there will be time lapses. There will be some problems with the lack of experience and all, but that can be easily solved. That can be easily solved when you were in college. When you are all in college. Also, it'll be better. Okay. And also, while you're if you're planning for a startup, while you are just students, so you should be sure about the team you have. It's also same with the innovations also. If you are Some of you might be from computer background, some of you might be from electronics background, some of you might be from any other background, mechanical or something. So if you want to make a robotics related product, you have to have the people with that skill set that is required for the project. If you're developing a purely mechanical product, you might have to take the assistance of some mechanical guys. If you are developing for a computer-aided solution, it will be better if you are opting for that solution like that, and also for that. So, what I have to tell next is, I think, is about one of our product. Actually, I'll tell you about my first product, that is the easy mover. So it was actually done initially when we were in class. I told her we seven of us were in the team. So the first thing that I remember was we were taking. We didn't know anything how to do. We didn't know how to do the project. We didn't know how to do anything. So at that time we used the help of our teachers. We used the help of friends. We took the workshop help from some workshops. We took the help from others. So after that, the product was okay. The product was functioning properly, but it didn't have that appearance of a professional product or something in the initial stage. So it was useful. But after that, when we started the company, we couldn't go with product in that quality. You have to find some. We had to find some other projects related. We had to find some other solutions for that. So one thing is that you should, while developing a product, you should focus on the time that you need to develop the product. The second thing is that you have to find the resources that is required for that product or project. And also there may be some requirements of the funds for the as well. While you are students, you can take the help of your alumni network in your college, or you can take the help of some associations of clubs or things, or you can take the help of some uh, teachers or network, or you can sometimes it'll be great if you can get the help from the government. Actually, idea you might have some of you might have heard about idea day from by Kerala Startup Mission. Actually, that is a grant that can be used for developing the product that you like. So if any of you are like, any of you like to develop some product, and if you don't have the fund to develop that, the Kerala Startup Mission will fund you for developing the project. That will be through your college, obviously. So you have to present it in Idea Day, and they will select you. They can fund you up to 2 lakh for that. And there are some other funding opportunities while you were a student. That some of those includes CARA, coconut board and all. So there are different agriculture boards. There are different corporations and all. So okay, with that, if you are developing a project related to agriculture, you can approach the agriculture department or the coconut board or similar boards. They will they all have some CSR funds where they all have unutilized grant funds that can be used for helping you to develop the your products. Also, you can also apply for competitions. You can apply for tech fest and all. So while if you're taking your project to a tech fest, you will get experience. You will get the feedback from many people, and also you will get some money to develop the product initially. And also you will get some skills. You will get some people with a referral knowledge. That so after you get the if you after you get the right talent, right resource, and the right fund, and you develop that product in the right time itself. So you have to, and you are trying to take it to the corporate world, or you're trying to commercialize it. So that's the second step for a product, right? So the first step is to develop something. The second step is to launch it. So while developing, as I have told earlier, you have to find a problem, you have to find a solution for that, and you have to find the resources, time, and personalities and funds and all required to develop that product. And after you develop it, you might be able you might be thinking of commercializing the. So the first thing is that while you're students, it's better if you can take an IP or patent. You can either take the support from your college, or you can if you're planning for your own startup, it will be better if you can find some private investors, or you take the help of your friends or family members for patenting. And after that, if you are planning for your own startup, you will get reimbursement for that patent from Kailash Startup Mission or MSME. And also after your and the second thing is, as I have told you, the commercialization of. So it can be done either by your own startup, or it can either be done by licensing your patent or product to another company, or it can be done by leasing your product or technology to someone else. Actually, that means the first thing is that exclusive. You can give either exclusive license to other companies, but otherwise you can give some special. You can contribute some parts of that product to some other companies for that. So if you're trying to do that. So, so you have, as I have told you, you have successfully completed the journey of after you successfully completed the journey of developing a product. You can you can go for commercializing it. So it can either be, as I have told earlier, can either be done by licensing. For the first thing, for licensing your product to someone, you have to find some companies that require your solutions, or you have to, if you're particularly saying, if you are looking of if you don't know which company might require your solution, you can either search for some companies in the sector of the product that you have developed. That means if you develop something for increasing the yield of some crops or something, you can contact either government bodies or private bodies regarding to which are working towards the same game or goal, or with the same aim. Or you can either with that, or some or you can contact some research institutes that will be liking to continue the development of the products. So for the next thing, for that, if you are starting for if you're planning for a startup, there are some aspects that you have to think. So the first thing is that where will your product fit? Actually, you might have solved the problem. You might have, as I have told earlier, your product may be a solution for some problems that might have existed even before, and nobody have cared about that, or might not have developed something successfully about that. But after when you are looking for a startup, you have to think about the commercial aspects also. So the actually you have to find the market size, the targetable market size if you're opting for going with your own startup. So you have to take the data from the government, you have to take the data from private institutes regarding the or the surveys regarding how many people might require your product, how what is their price range, what is their expected quality that they might require, how often will they require the product, and all. So, as I told earlier, so if you are so after completing your product, after you get a good feedback from regarding the numbers, marketing numbers, or the sales numbers, the targetable consumer numbers. If it's everything is positive, then you can start your company. So at that time, initially you might have to go with a market survey. You have to choose a random population. You have to choose talk with a random population and just ask them how they feel about that. What are the changes they might require from your product, or what are the you might indirectly ask. I have to say that you should not ask everything directly, and you should there won't be much greatness if you are asking just your friends. Actually, choose the people whom you don't know, so that they will give you a better or more honest, even if it's a brutal opinion about your product, about or your project. So after everything, after you get the truest opinions, after you get the truest things, you have to start the you can start the company. So while starting the company, it's better to start with almost nothing. That's actually it's actually the lean principles. So as I said, you have to, you might have done the project with some of your friends, but everyone won't be interested in taking the risk, or might not be able. Their situations may not be same for starting the company, or they might be interested in some other things. So you have to talk with your core developers or core team members or your team, your friends who were with your project. So and find out who all are interested in the project. How long will they be able to continue with the project? How long will they be able to sustain with that and all? So after that, after you and some of your friends might have will join might join with a project for startup also. And after you all start that company, after you all start the company, you might you are all engineers, so you might not be able to market the products. Sometimes it will be okay, it will be okay for you. Sometimes you might be the excellent coder, you might be the excellent engineer, you might be the excellent art designer, but you might not be able to sell the product, or you might not be able to, you might lack some other specific skill set. So you have to look for some core team members at that time. So it will be either you can, if that skill set is so valuable, and of if that skill set is so uh, considerable, you might need to look for someone with experience sometimes. But as I have told, you might be you as your students, you might not be able to hire someone properly, so you can give them the shares, you can offer them the stakes in return of that and all. So you can, after you get a proper team, so that's the technical team that you have with you, and the marketing or the sales or operations team, operations people that you hire, or you who join with you as a core team members, you can start the company. So the next thing is that you might have to register the company and all. So it'll be there for regarding the registration. Actually, we registered our company, Decent Ox Technologies, as a private limited company. You might not need to do that in the initial stages. So it'll be better if you can if you can opt for or a partnership or a firm or something, a light type of registration in the initial stage, and then convert it to a company at the later stage. So otherwise, if you are high, if you and your team members can just write a partnership deed in a stamp paper and also submit it to the government, your partnership deed will be okay, and you might require a place to start. So maybe you can either approach the incubation spaces. Actually, we are in Make a Village in Kalabashiri. You can ask them start a mission or something for a incubation phase, or you can ask the TBIs of your college or any other college with some funding aspects or with some commercial with some connections who can refer you to some other people. It'll be great if you can get a place that suits you. Sometimes you might require the space. Sometimes you might be requiring funds very soon. So sometimes other times you might be looking for great skills. So you have sometimes, so you have to find the which incubator or which space is better for you. Sometimes you might require if you are going with a mechanical product or something, you might require a workshop or something. So you have to find something which is apt for you. Don't go with the trend. Actually, go with what you require. So after you choose something that you require, after you find a space that you require, you can proceed with the company. You can make the partnership deal with your co-founders, and or you can also there is a program with the state government called as Kerala KSIFT. Actually, you can that's a one-time registration. You can complete all the registration procedures with your computer, with your even with your phone itself. It will take just 20-30 minutes actually for registering your own firm. Actually, you might require some self certifications and all. And you, if you are planning to start lightly, so you can wait for three years before the final registration. The government will give you after cases registration. The government will give you a temporary ID so that you can use that ID for all the purposes as a registration document till for the next 3 years. And if you can, if if you require to register the change the company, change the product to change the your firm to company, you can make that in that time. You can take the certification if anything is required at that time. In that time, government will also give a 6 month uh, grace period for registering the things everything after this 3 year period. So after, so you have developed a product, you have uh, so from the beginning you might have developed the product as I have told earlier. After finding the solution for a problem, existing problem, you might iterate that to make it the best. You might find your core team to make the find the best core team to start the company. So after you then you register finding the proper place for that, then you require to find the register your company or the firm. So then we have to look for the what all resources that you require. As I have told earlier, you might have already found the core team with the core skills. So you might require to look for some uh, there may be some requirement for some materials, or there may be some requirement for something. Actually, if you are focusing just on R&D, you might require uh, so something regarding that. If you are looking for a software product, you will require some computers and all. And if you're looking for a hardware product, you will require some tools and all. So after you do that, after you move that, after your requirement is over, you can you have to find the resources. So after finding that resource, you might require to find how to fund that resource. Actually, you have to fund the, as I have told, we have told earlier about the funding the your project. You might require to fund your company at this time. So for funding your company, you can choose many steps. So for the initial times for the company registration and all, you can take the help of your friends. You can ask your teachers and all for that. But after that, for meeting up with all the resource requirement, that will not be enough. So you can either go with some grant schemes or some other loan schemes or some other grants or loans or some other investment schemes. So the grants are the ones with least commitment. Actually, they are something with you may it may be seem that it is difficult to get, but actually it's quite simple if you can convince them, convince the team. So you might not require to repay that amount for the development. As I have told earlier about that idea grant for product development, you can either use that idea with the same scheme. You can use can approach the Kerala Startup Mission. They have the scale up grant, they have that productization grant. The productization grant can be used to change your prototype that you develop to a minimum viable product. So with that, you can use that one for testing, and for the scale up grant, you can try to develop it. You can try to scale your product to a better way. That is actually you can find the customers. We can find the arrange the result. So another source of funding is the Nidhi schemes from government, NIDHI. It may be either Nidhi Prayas or Nidhi EIR schemes. Actually, Nidhi Prayas is a grant also that's actually given by central government itself. So in Kerala, I think there are some nodal agencies, nodal centers here. Some incubators in Kerala are also dealing with that Nidhi Prayas. For the medical, it's actually SCT Triman, and others are also other centers for Nidhi Prayas are Makeavilli in Kalmasheri. Another one is the Calicut, NIT Calicut TPI, and there are some other TPIs also with that Nidhi Prayas scheme. So you can avail that scheme to develop your product minimum your project to a complete product with all the functionalities and all. It's also actually just about 10 lakh rupee with the grant. And also you can ask, you can look for funding with the MSME. Actually their process is a bit tedious and also slower. So you can either you can another thing is that you can use like for central government schemes uh, with some maybe either by BIRAC or something. There are some funding schemes like big scheme that will give that will the government central government will provide 50 lakh up to 50 lakh for as grant for developing your for launching your product. And also you can either look for some grand or challenges from some Navaratna or Maharatna companies, actually the PPCL, Cochin Shipyard or something like that. So they will be launching they are launching some projects quarterly or annually for helping the startups. So you can find if you are if you fall into that category, so you can ask for fundings from them. So, as I have told earlier, we have talked about that the fund grant schemes as of now. So, I didn't mention about two things. We have, as I have told about Nidhi Prayas and Idea Day and all. There are some fund grant schemes that will provide the initial stage entrepreneurs who are just out of college with some stipend and all. One thing is the Nidhi EIR scheme. That's the Nidhi Entrepreneurship in Residence scheme. So if you are applying for that, you will get a stipend of I think it's 30,000 per month for about 1 year, and also you will get some grants to develop the product. And also there are some schemes like Sparsh, that's actually by BIRAC by central government. You will get a stipend monthly stipend of 50,000 per month for 18 months for finding a problem, finding a solution, and all. So you can apply for that all for your initial funding requirement. So as I have told, there are many options with the grant, but sometimes you might not get that grant. Sometimes that amount may not be enough for you. So you can check for some investment or some loans. So the loans with the loans, you can either approach. It's better if you look for only for collateral free loans. You might have some chance of failure. You might fail in the initial times. That's why after you get a if you after your cash flow is best, you can go for collateral lead back loans. But in the initial stage, you can it will be better if you are looking for collateral free loans like the Mudra scheme. The Mudra loan doesn't require collateral, or you can approach if you have purchase order. You can approach Kerala Financial Corporation or KSIDs or KSIDs also. They will fund up to 25 lakh rupee to 50 lakh rupee for your projects. So and also you can either okay. Another thing is KSID and the program with the KSID itself. They will also fund up to 25 lakh rupee if you want if you are looking for some funds for making a startup. So also, and the next thing is the investment. So the private investment. The first thing you can look is the angel investors. As I have told earlier about the friends and family circle, actually it's 3F circle, and then the angel. After you develop the product, you can look for the angel investors. They might be giving you a small amount of money, usually less than 1 crore in Indian scenario. They may be providing you from 1 lakh, from 10 lakh to 1 crore normally in India, normally in Kerala scenario. So we can look for them. They'll be looking for a dilution of around 10 to 20 percentage for your project. So they are actually taking for looking for a they are also taking a higher risk than later stage investors. So they might sometimes look for more shares in the initial time. So after you and your co-founders find a best investor, you can or if your funding term is more, you can approach for VCs, venture capital funding. It may be there are many VC fundings available. There are some reputed VC companies that may be the unicorn ventures, C funds, and all. So you can you can approach those companies for funding. So after you get the team, you get the fund, you get the resource, you have to after you complete the development and all, you can move forward with the startup journey. So in that time, you can go forward that initially you have to uh, with the startup journey you have to find after you have to launch the project, right? So my advice is best to launch it slowly, but launch it with the we launch the product with when it is functionally okay. It might not be the best product, it might not be the best looking one. I do still remember the project. The initial models were actually so badly looking initially. If I say so, when we developed, that was they just had the finish of some completed project. But after your the second version, with the second version or the third version, you will be better, or even with the functionality, it will be much better. Or with the visibility, with the features, it will be with the appearance, it will be very great after 2 or 3 sessions. So, and that after that session, after that you launch the product, you will get the feedback from the customers. So you have to think about the different things at that time. You might have to find a fixed price range. You might have to give the product at a lower price initial stage, or you can sometimes give, if you're getting much attention even in the initial stage, so we can give a higher price. And then when there are competitors, when the competitors evolve, their competitors will evolve after sometimes anyway. So when the competitors comes about, you can reduce the pricing if you want. And also then and after, as I have told earlier, as I have told now, you can launch the project. So you have to, while launching the project, you have to be secure with your product. Actually, if you're developing some, if your company say actually it's a, if it's some applications or apps, that will be your proprietary thing. Or if you are starting some education company like Byju's or something, or if it's some for coaching some students like architect. So there are some companies like that. So if you're starting some companies like that, the contents are the proprietary things. Actually, you have to secure your contents. If you're all looking for that close up a education app, your content is your close thing, right? So you have to find that way to secure that contents. So you might require that for you might require to trademark that content, or if you're starting with a professional product or mechanical or hardware product, you might require to patent that product. So you might require to patent that product. That means you might take a professional patent, and within 1 year you might require to file the complete patent. If you are not sure of the how much features and all initially, you can file the professional patent initially itself, and we can wait for 1 year for filing the final patent. So and after that, after you file the patent, you can launch the product after. having the professional painting. So after you launch the project, you have to find that how find that you as have to, you get some customers. You will first initially the first customer will be very actually normally it will be difficult, or sometimes it may be out of luck. Actually, as I have told earlier, so a paper this is one of our old. Live streaming is on. So yeah, so they saw some paper cutting regarding us, and after that they called us. So it was actually out of luck, but we had the confidence to take it as a challenge initially. So you have to modify your product. You have to change that product according to your requirement. According to your customer requirement. After you get a feedback from the customer, you can relaunch the project, or you can relaunch the you can make the second version of the project and launch it to the market. So after that, after try to find some business partners or find some tie-ups so that you can grow. So as I have covered earlier, I have talked about starting your project, first project. I have talked about how to start a project initially. So that's actually find a problem, find a solution that the customer or the person, the needy person that might require solve their problem, and then if you're planning to commercialize it, take a patent or something, or you can either after that you can either fund that product, you can either lease it to some company, so you can start your own startup. And also I have told earlier about I have told about the startup, how to get the funds and resource for your project initially, and also for your startups and all, and find the resource and all. Thank you.
Sir has completed with his talk. So, guys, it's your time to pop up with your doubts. Sir is here to clarify your confusions. And the feedback form is there in the comment section. Please go through that and give your valuable feedbacks. And before that, we have some doubts which had been there during the sessions. So let's go through that first. And the first question is, what are the major challenges faced in your journey of starting this startup and later?
Okay, for my initial stage, it was actually with the finding the resources. Actually, we had some friends with me. I had some friends with me, but none of them were experts initially. So we had to gain that experience. We were just out of college. Though we had been developing some products in college. After we started our company initially just after passing out from the call from after completing our BTech. So we didn't have any experience. We didn't have any know how to run a company. So we were losing many time initially. That was a challenge. We didn't know what to do initially. So the next thing was finding as I told now, finding the best resource, and then the third thing was finding the funding. So as I have told, we didn't have any way to find. We didn't know what to do at that time. So we didn't know how to get some funds or something. So everything was lagging initially. So that's actually okay with the startup journey. Most of the fresh entrepreneurs do that mistake. So that is a thing. So also you have to about your teammates, you have to consider their opinions also in the initial times, especially check whether your friends can continue with it. That is, their family situation may be different. They may not get much support from them. So think about that. So also uh, so the funding, the resources, and the time were the most important challenges that I faced initially. And also one more thing with the client. So when we all start, actually, as I told earlier, I got my first client from the film, so from Film Cube. But after that, I could say to my prospects that I had given a product to to the film, but they were still thinking these are some young fellows just out of the college, and will their product will be useful, or will that be with the full quality that required for them. So initially we had to face some questions regarding our genuinity and also some our quality. So all these five are the major challenges that we had to overcome initially: the resource, time, funds, the genuinity, and also the quality.
Thank you for the clarification, sir. And the next question is, how do you deal with the different opinions or ideas coming from the team? Did you ever felt it would have been better if you have pursued with your teammates' idea?
Yeah, actually, the thing that I followed my instincts initially, but there are some situations in which we have to consider that the our teammates may be having a different opinion with us regarding different things. But you can either at that time even now there may be even now I have my core team members with me, so they might be having some different opinion about some clients or some products or something. So at that time I will we usually do is we just sit around a desk and we just discuss about the different possibilities. So we if we it's with a about a new product, we will think about the market size or the impact that it will make. So actually our startup is not just focus not just for money. We actually look forward for the impact that we create. So if it's about launching a new product, we think about how much impact will that create for a prospective user. So we will think about that, and we will sit down together. You might feel that there are some situations that all your teammates might be against you sometimes. So you have to you know should not be rational, or you should not get angry at that time. You should just consider you all should have discussion, healthy discussion on why it is like that. So you will sort out some points. You will either sort out some points that will be in favor for you or against you, and there might be situations that you might be the correct one. So you have to sort out you have to go to the details in that thing, and you have to find the best opinion or the best thing regarding that, and you have to pursue that best opinion. So it's better to go with a different consider the all the opinions. So also there is one thing, if you can you can do it in a fast, you might be able to do it in a faster way. But if you're the startup is not just about the initial phase, so it's about a long journey. So it's very important that you consider the opinion of all your teammates. It's because you can start easily. You might be able to start move faster initially, even with your own opinion only. But as this is a long journey, you have to get the support. You might have to get the support and all from your teammates. So it's better you have to go with their opinion also. So
I think it was pretty clear for the participant. And the next question is, how is Dissing Talks going on now?
actually, we are. Yeah, I too had many some failures in early stages. We are getting traction right now. We have clients inside India, and also we are now scaling. We are looking for distributors and all right now. We have just started exporting some products also. We have some clients in Gulf countries and also in Iraq also. And also we have clients in all districts in Kerala. We have tie-ups in most of the major cities in India right now.
Okay, so anybody else, if you have any doubts, please do come up with your doubts. I think the session was pretty clear. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable time spending here. It was really informative and encouraging for all of us. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me for the program.
Thank you, sir. And guys, thank you so much for all the participants who have been there with us through all our sessions. And thank you so much for participating. And it's your support which was encouraging us to go on with our sessions. And now we are at episode 9 of How I Made It. And thus, please don't forget to be If you have your ideas and innovations to be presented in our sessions of How I Made It, then please do contact us through the comment section of our YouTube sessions or through the feedback form which has been provided to you. And thus, we, Robotics and Automation Society, student branch chapter of IEEE NSSCE, is signing off. Stay tuned for our next session, which is in next Saturday, sharp 7 p.m. Till then, bye-bye. Thank you.